Khenny, thank you for coming on the podcast, man.
We had a little technical
issue starting, but owner of a hibachi place. Where is it located, bro?
It's off of Ballard Creek Church Road, 2130 East Arbridge Drive, Charlotte, North Carolina, 28262, Suite 200. It's right next to this Indian restaurant right next to us called Gadarvi and right behind Starbucks.
How long have you guys been there?
Since 2006.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Toyama Express, Japanese restaurant.
Are your Google ratings good?
I can double check that right now.
I think nowadays if you're above a 4, you're good.
Yeah, I think that's what it is right now.
There's like just so many eating options that if you're really rated good on Google, it's kind of like that's the place.
Yeah.
And I don't always go to like a lot of different restaurants. Do you?
I love to eat, so I'll eat anywhere.
Eat anywhere?
Yeah.
Well,
so our rating is a 4.2, so we good.
Yeah. Make sure y'all check them out.
Yes, sir. Go check them out.
So like, how is it owning a hibachi place, like or even a restaurant setting? Because a brick and mortar is different than like, let's say, owning a food truck. Like we used to own a food truck, but how is it owning the day to day for a brick and mortar?
For me, day to day, all I do is like go in there, prep food pretty much, and then do the normal stuff out in the front, like set up the soda, the little cones to put into the machine, the soda machine, and then wipe down the mirrors, put the money in the register. That's about it. And then for the back, you prep food,
But what do you do again? It's like you're a sous chef at.
So I am a chef / helping my dad run the restaurant. So like I guess you want to say management co-owner. I guess if you want to put it that way.
Do you have siblings that work there too, or is it like just you that's there from the family and your dad?
I have 2 sisters, but they don't. My middle sister, she's like, I forgot how old. God damn it. That's a shit ass brother for real.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I always do that too. I'm like, hey, how's your brother? I'm like, I think 21. No. He's 22.
Yeah, so my middle sister, she helps here and there whenever we're really short staffed. But my older sister, she lives in Atlanta, like I told you.
Yeah. So it's just basically like you always there, and then it's kind of like your sister.
Yeah. So it's just me there majority of 6 days of the week, pretty much.
How do you feel whenever like it gets busy? Like, what's your busiest days?
Bro, it's busy during lunch hours and a night shift. So it's like that. Like our small window to breathe is like between 3:30 to 4 o'clock, or 4:30, and then depending how the rest of it also depends on how the flow of the day goes too. So whatever lunchtime after that, you take a break for a little bit, have some air, and then continue. But
constantly cooking and like being under that heat and like just like not having a break, doesn't it feel like time is just like it just, you're like, oh, it's 9? Like,
no, like once you start working and you get used to it pretty much. But
okay.
I'm usually there, but sometimes I don't do shit during the day, so or whatever I do. It's not bad as how I think about it. I have the easiest jobs in the world. I just stand there, cook, run back and forth to the kitchen, help out the front. That's pretty much it for how my day-to-day goes at the restaurant, pretty much. And then at night, you clean up.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing this since I was 14, and I'm 22 now.
Damn.
So we're talking about 8 years.
Yeah.
Dang. How do you think you've grown from it? Like from what you were before? Like as a chef, I would say?
I've gotten better. My style is a lot more cleaner versus back then. I was a little bit sloppy. I was half-assing shit at everything.
Did you like undercook the meat?
No.
I
make sure it's either you overcook it or cook it perfectly.
Never undercook.
Yeah, never undercook, because I don't want to give them customers like salmonella or some bullshit.
Dude, have you ever had those cases to where like someone returns like food?
Every single day, bro. That is not... People fuck up in the front too, so depending whoever takes the order,
Oh, okay. Because it's kind of like a communication thing too, that like you give them what the server is asking for, and it's like if the server fucks up, then it messes you up.
Yeah, pretty much. So our busiest, like we have We do catering as well. So we have a group of UNCC people, basketball team, soccer team, football team. They all come to my business, and then they all get food, cater like 2 to 3 days beforehand, so I can get prepared, get ready.
Man, but that's because y'all are good then.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, we're local. We're not that far from UNCC. We're like about not even 8 minutes. 8 to 10 minutes tops.
It's like 8 to 10 minutes off the UNC like main campus, right?
Yeah, main campus where from the Union is probably like 10 minutes.
Okay. And do all restaurant owners like get along? Like for example, wherever you guys are stationed at or have been for the past few years, like do you guys get along? Do you guys like kind of like compete for your customers, or like how is that?
I don't know how my dad does, but I haven't looked into that far because I know our restaurant's been there, so all the loyal customers is definitely gonna come back.
Yeah.
So I mean, whatever we can, we just do pretty much.
With how Charlotte has changed, like do you guys like always like keep on getting new customers, or is it just like a constant like? Do you guys get promoted by word of mouth, or is it more like social media that you guys hit?
We used to do social media. I took a break. Because I lost that page a long time ago. I haven't had the chance to make it. But we used to put our name in UCC's like phone, their agenda, the booklets.
How much did you guys pay for that?
I don't remember. My dad did all the work.
I asked you because marketing. I've seen that it's one of the most expensive things. Like if you hire out someone.
Yeah, I think my dad used to hire somebody to do a website for us, and they fucked it up like badly. So I was like, I don't rely on that. So I just do my own. I just use Google, since Google is like you can put your business and everything on there. So I was like, all right, I'll just use that. And then if they want to reach me out on Google.
Yeah, like most of the times people will search like food near me.
Yeah.
And like, your food will pop up like at UNCC. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Oh, so you only do that by Google then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because then you guys have been so successful that you guys haven't needed like a website.
We haven't needed to. If they really want, I put the picture of the menu on the Google photo thing.
Yeah. And people just order from there.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the easiest strategy because sometimes when I look at new restaurants, I'm like, I wonder what they have. And like seeing the menu before I get there, yeah, it's very, very convenient.
And sometimes you just don't want to press on the website and like scroll through it and stuff like that. So, okay.
With me, I don't do online orders because it's a hassle. It's a pain in the ass to do it. So I'd rather have them call in.
Tell me what you want,
and I'll write it down. Give it to the server. Oh, give it to the person that calls the order, which is my aunt.
Is it a hassle because people always order like stuff by mistake, or like is it because you can't get their payment through there as easily, or like what is it like?
For me, it's like since we're always busy at the restaurant, so having another device like DoorDash and Uber Eats. That's just a little bit more, you're just adding more shit that you don't need to do.
Oh, but you guys don't use that then?
I don't use those services, but I have them calling me always. They'll constantly call and ask for me, yo, hey, can we speak to Khenny? We want to talk about DoorDash, Uber Eats, this and that, and Grubhub.
You're like,
nah.
No, dude, and I feel like those companies are like capitalizing on small businesses, and they take a lot of like small businesses owners. Small businesses earnings.
Yeah, so like I used to do DoorDash, and I look at the prices on DoorDash. They're like $2 to $3 more on.
I did see that. You're right, because it was like for like a $3 item on DoorDash or like on Uber Eats, you would get it for like $6.
Yeah,
and plus they still charge you for the delivery fee and the tax. So it's like, and for those who don't know, because I have another friend that owns a pizza shop and he did DoorDash for a while, but he was like, he's like they literally take almost like 20% of like the order.
Yeah.
So like if it's an $80 order, he's like basically my earning margin is a 30%. He's like, and they're taking 20%. He's like, what do I have? A 10% earning? Like
that's not a lot. And
no, because I feel like even in the food business, like, or even like hibachi, it's like you guys have to buy meat, like your poultry, your or any type of meat, and that right now has become like so damn expensive that these companies are just like benefiting off your own hard work. So
yeah, pretty much.
So power to that you guys are that recognized and that successful and those so established that you guys don't need those services. Because honestly, I also stopped kind of using Uber Eats, or I even tell my brother, I'm like, bro, stop using Uber Eats. Like they're literally charging you like $50 more for like to get you food here.
Yeah, we have hands and feet. We got money. We got gas. We got this shit. We just go pick it up.
Yeah, let's go pick it up. Yeah.
I just think people have gotten like or like how find that convenience. But I'm like, what? How long does it really take you to walk from your apartment
to your car and start it, and then actually making the drive? It's
like and it's not even like a far drive. It's kind of like a 10-minute drive. Yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, you wasted time and your time is valuable, but shit, you avoid the $50 fee that like extra on your
time
food.
is money.
Time is money, but depending for all the lazy people out there, shit.
No, but I'm glad you guys are so established that you guys don't have to use those apps, because literally I think they kill small businesses. Like, and for those who use it, that's fine, and I feel like it's given work to a lot of people. But for like you as a business owner to use that and them take that huge percentage, it's not even worth it. Like, that's literally your livelihood. So no, I'm glad you guys are that established. But other than that too, you're also in the car space. Tell me about that.
I am a car enthusiast. I started when I was like 14, 15 area. I got into the car scene. That was when I forgot who it was. But the reason why I'm into this shit, because my dad, he was a big inspiration. He's into cars and shit.
How many cars does you were telling me let's start.
Let's start off with the influence. How many cars does your father have?
So me and him, we both share the car. So he has like 2 exotic cars.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Well, not exotic cars, if you want to call it supercars. So he has a LC 500 from Lexus, a 2018 one. And
what color?
It's black.
Black. Oh, nice and simple. Okay.
Yeah. And then we recently just picked this up about a year ago. It's a 2022 BMW M4 convertible.
Dude, it is so weird because that's exactly the car that I want.
For real?
Yeah, that's it just, the N4 spoke to me, and it was like that exact BMW. Oh my gosh, the interior.
It's fun.
The interior is insane. When'd you guys get that?
So my dad put an order, I think over a year ago. He got, basically, I just remember from this time frame, he put the deposit down for
how much was the deposit?
I don't remember. I wasn't there for that part to happen, but he told me.
Because it's like 90 grand, right? Like,
no, out the door, if you get the competition X Drive.
Oh, you guys got the nice type.
Yes, sir.
That's like $100K plus.
It was 106 ish. Out the door with, if you don't want to do the BMW bullshit, that extended warranty, extra bullshit. Yeah, it was 106.
Dude, that is. And he ordered it like a year ago?
Yeah, so we already got it. I think it's been almost like 2 years, I think, or a year and a half ish.
Okay.
So we put like almost 1,000 miles on that car already. I don't drive it either, so it just sits in the garage, pretty much like how all the other cars basically is.
Dang. So you just like basically like having it like toys, right?
Yeah, that's a toy. It's like a weekend driver here and they drive around town. I took my girlfriend out in it a couple times already.
Yes, sir.
How does it drive?
Bro, I haven't tested out launch control on the M4 yet. I need to, but I've thrown into two-wheel. That bitch kicks out in the rear.
You think the launch control, like, you think a good driver can beat launch control all the time, or you think launch control is gonna like beat out people that, I mean, the drivers?
It also plays a factor. If you're good at a driver, maybe. No, you still need launch control so you can hook off right off the line.
Because you know how they do like drag races and stuff like that, kind of like, I'm just like wondering in the future how the car scene is gonna look like. Like, is everybody gonna have launch control, or are we still gonna have people driving like manual stick shift and like launching by themselves?
So I took my vet. I don't have launch control, so it was a C5. I have a 98 vet back then. It was like I wanted it for a year. I took it to the drag strip, Mooresville Dragway, up in Mooresville.
Mm-hmm.
I pushed an 8.4 at an 8th mile, which wasn't bad. It was full bolt-ons, but it was all about driver mod, pretty much. And then for the G80, it's nice to have launch control. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know.
Don't you think it's funner if you do
It's
it?
funner to drive a manual. I'm gonna tell you that. It's all about the driving experience.
Yeah, that's true.
It just gets annoying whenever you have to slow down. Speed
In
up.
traffic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so used to it. All my cars now are manual. I don't have a single automatic car in my driveway, besides my dad's truck and my mom's van. That's about it. But between my BRZ is manual as well, the S1000, the Supra, my Jeep that I own that I barely drive anymore.
Your what?
Jeep Wrangler. I have a 2011 Jeep Wrangler.
Oh, okay, you decked it out too or no?
It was a little bit decked out. It has a lift. I don't remember what size tire, but it has a little bit street tire on there. I took it off roading. I had a 33s on it before. I took it off.
Oh, you liked off-roading before?
I hate it, bro. That shit was so terrible. Gas mileage was like 13 miles per gallon.
On a Jeep? For
Yeah, bro. With all-terrain tires with 33-inch wheels.
With all-terrain tires, I just hate the sound that it makes. Like
I do too, but when you're daily driving it, I drove to the beach and back, bro. That shit was terrible.
On gas, dude.
Gas, bro. Like, gas ain't cheap no more versus back then. I mean, yeah, it slowly came back down, but still.
Do you have your dream car?
I do, actually. It's that Supra sitting in my goddamn garage, bro.
What year is it?
98.
98 Supra.
Oh, and also it's 15 limited edition. I still have the badge on it, too. It has I have the badge on the inside, the badge on the original OEM fender, and it has the gold rivet where your antenna pops up.
Where'd you get it from? A dealership?
I got it from a dealership in Hickory. That was where I traded it. Me and my dad, we went up to Hickory, traded our 94 Supra that had like 84,000 miles. It was stock twin turbos as well. We just traded for that one in, and it had we paid an extra $25,000 down for the black one that we have right now.
Wow.
Other than like letting it sit there, like kind of like what do you do with that car? Like, do you go to like shows? Like, is it like your car? Like, does your car crew kind of like idolize you for that, or like how is it like having a car like that?
Car like that, bro. I just drive. I'll drive it once in a while. So I gave the car a name called the Dark Knight. Mm-hmm. So that car only sees at night, or sometimes during the daytime. Cause it's a rare car, so it's like Batman.
Yeah.
You only come out at nighttime when the like eyes point out.
Yeah, yes sir. You might see me somewhere.
Yeah, you might see me somewhere, but you won't ever see me out on the street though.
Yes sir.
You don't have any like you don't have a special like plate or anything like that?
No, I do not. I should, but I don't.
Dude, you should put DRK, and then I don't know.
I could, but I don't know. I like how it is right now. Nobody knows about it too much, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, have you attended events with that car? Like
I have. I went to a few. So if you guys know this YouTuber, his name is Dustin Williams. Back in 2019, I had taken out to the Supra to Tuner Evo in Charlotte, North Carolina. I took to there once, and then the following year, I can't remember if it was a year ago or 2 years after that, I was back at his booth again with showcasing my S1000, the Millennium Jade one. Mm-hmm. So I was there at his booth 2 times, and that was when I saw Dustin Williams, I met TJ Hunt.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna ask you. I know TJ.
Yeah.
And then his friend, right? Is it Dustin?
Dustin. So Dustin was there. TJ Hunt was there. Calvin was there. That was the only 3 people I met during that day.
Oh, would you say they're like your friends, or
nah? I want to be closer to TJ because he seemed cool dude. I watch his videos all the time. Dustin Williams, sometimes his video kind of gets boring.
What type of content do they throw out?
Like car videos.
Videos, yeah.
But like what, them doing the work themselves, or just like kind of like
pretty much?
Yeah, I feel like that's how they started, right? Like working on cars slowly.
Yeah, they started doing it back then when they first started out. They were just like us, couple normal people having a normal conversation. You know, us car enthusiasts. We're all young and dumb at the time.
Yeah, they like recorded like changing parts,
Yeah.
and, like upgrading stuff, and then eventually, I mean, I really don't know his whole story, but I know now that he has like a bunch of cars and he has like a really nice garage. And all this other
You think
stuff.
that's the route you kind of want to take too, or like?
I wanted to,
or why do you think that kind of you're like attracted towards them? Like you, is it their cars?
Yeah, the reason why I'm into this car shit because I have inspiration through T.J. Hunt, Dustin Williams, and Randy from Eliminate.
I did see the sweatpants, the Eliminate, yeah.
Yeah, sir. Oh, yeah, I'm wearing them right now.
yeah, I peeped.
Yeah, man, I have the hoodie from Eliminate too. It's in my car too. It says Dream Catchers on there. It has like the Asian kitty on there. It was a nice hoodie.
Yeah.
Are those the guys that have the NSX?
Yeah.
Yeah. He recently bought the NSX.
He bought the NSX. He has the K2412 Skyline. That shit's rad.
Wow, you know my dream car is actually an NSX.
Word.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about selling my S1000 for so many reasons because I want an NSX or a classic truck.
Classic truck.
Yeah.
What kind of truck would you be into?
C10s with the LS swap on there.
Oh, you want something fast?
Something fast, but nobody knows about it on air ride.
A little sleeper.
Yeah.
Dude, that's always seemed funny to me that some of like the junkiest cars that you see like in the car scene over here, it's kind of like that's the car that's gonna go against the Hellcat. That's what you're telling me, like like what are kind of like whenever you've attended car events, like what's the craziest thing like you've seen?
To be honest, I don't even know anymore. I go to shows now. I was like, this is not even fun for me no more. I get tired over it because I've gone to a bunch of them, but I've met a lot of cool people throughout the car scene. I just like now I like driving my shit versus going to shows now.
Oh, okay. What? It's kind of like time consuming, no?
Yeah, so it's definitely time consuming when you pay to register. The time you get,
you have to pay to register.
Yeah, it's like a couple years. I don't remember if I forgot how much I paid to get into Tuner Evo, but I paid like $65 to get in, and then you'll be there from bright early in the morning till late at night to like 8 or 9 p.m.
Damn, so it's like it's a whole job. It's a whole shift.
I think the point of it is like
you just showcase your car.
Yeah, just showcase, right?
Yeah. So like I mean, eventually once I get hopefully the Supra this year for show, and the S1000 maybe. I'm thinking about it. Hopefully I have all 3 cars ready to hit the shows. I really want to go to the shows out of state to showcase because North Carolina is so small, you know. We see the same shit over and over. It gets tiring.
I got you. What's a show that you would like to go to out of state?
Like Slam Dunk, Florida, or Cali. You know, the big boy shit. You know.
Oh, okay.
Or like
I've always wondered about the transportation of like those like nice cars. Like, do you move them on a trailer? Do you take them driving or like?
So if your car is reliable with me, I'll take the BRZ. That's no issue. That's like for the S1000 and the Supra, I would have to put in an enclosed trailer.
Okay, is that because
safety reasons? You know,
the bumper's gonna fly off or something, or
no? Because I don't feel like driving it, and I don't want anything to break.
Yeah,
just for safety.
Because like I would imagine, like if it's really like slammed, or if you got all these like add-ons to your car, like even the wide body S2000, I would say I'm like, dude, I'd literally be so fucking careful anywhere I'd go, because like on those train tracks. On any of the potholes over there in Central or Independent,
I'm on air, so I don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay, but like, just like I'm like, dude, if you didn't have that, like,
static wise, I don't think I could do it. Yeah, that's why I like to throw my car on air ride.
How much do you think our air rides go for?
Well, so the newer ones I've seen, they're right now they don't go beneath 4. If you want the nice, good system that lasts you for a hot minute. So it's like between $4 to $5 grand. There's back setup that goes up to $10 grand, like AccuAir.
Wow.
But I'm running, so both of my cars are running on airlift, performance management, and bags.
Damn, you're on that nice stuff.
Yeah, with 2 compressors on my S1000 right now. My BRZ, it has super low bags from Bag Riders. That new one that Evan Shank just put on. Those bags are nice though.
Is it like really easy to just lift your car while you're driving?
Bro, I have the app on my phone. Sometimes it be how convenient. I have the control right by my shifter.
But you're like, nah.
nice. I tap the button twice, it goes up.
Wow. And so like any potholes or anything, any space that you're gonna cross, you just
press the button.
Press the button, go up.
Yeah. That's so much convenient driving around Charlotte with bags versus like being static and worrying about your subframe and your exhaust scraping.
You know what's crazy is that like my car is static. It is like that.
Yeah.
And like I messed up my bumper so bad. It's like it has like a big crack on one side and it's like hanging.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So I was like, to me, like you pay a lot of money to if you're going like for clothes, if it's a shit car, sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
But for like a nice, hard working person that works hard for their shit, yeah, bags is the way to go.
Yeah, you want to take care of the car that you worked a lot for.
Yeah, for like unlike my dumb ass on that, I love to drive low in that car because that car looks so good driving low.
You know what's crazy? I think I've seen your car.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I've seen it somewhere.
You drive it a lot?
I do. I used to. I was dealing it for like a couple months. That shit was so bad driving daily though.
How come?
No, I don't think I'd take it out like that.
Yeah. So now the reason why my tire debeated because I fucking maxed out my camber arm, so like all the way in, like it was like this. So I was driving like that for a little bit. I was like, I need an alignment, even though I shouldn't be driving around. I still drove it. That's why my tire popped off too.
Damn, your tire pop. Oh yeah, and then you say you cracked your fender, right?
My wide fender, yeah.
Damn.
So I gotta order a new one. I've been slacking, so I got new wheels on the way. I got 3-piece work wheels coming.
Whenever you break a part like that, doesn't that become expensive? Like to fix?
Luckily, I got so no, I don't think anybody knows about this, but my fenders are $400.
Dude, every fender?
No, it comes as a whole pair.
Oh, okay, so it's like 2 pairs. It's
So the 2 is $400, and then
so whenever you break it, do you have to change the whole fender, or do you bondo it up?
I changed the way how this one broke, bro. It's in 2 pieces.
There's no way of fixing it.
Because I would say it's kind of like whenever you break a piece, if you bondo it up, it's kind of like whenever you're repairing a wall, you're gonna kind of see that. Like,
you're gonna see it, and they're bondo. I mean, my fenders were bondo, but they lasted for a good minute. All my there's a little bit there's a little bit of imperfections on my car. Don't get me wrong, but
going back to what you said, like on that the kind of car scene or like the expos here have gotten kind of like boring in North Carolina. You're in a car crew, right?
Yeah, I am. I mean, it's not necessarily a car crew, but it's like a car group if you want to put it. I don't know.
It's a car group?
Yeah, I guess. This is for all the overdue boys to be all together. So I am in overdue.
Okay. And what does that mean, though? Like, whenever you're kind of like in a car group or... do you guys plan events? Do you guys host events or? So
we were supposed to have tacos and turbos. We do events like small ones so we can get overdue's names to be out there, this and that. But I think we're supposed to do something with ice cream and cars.
Yeah,
you just get creative with the names, right?
Yeah,
cones and cars.
Cars and cones. Yeah, that's what it was. Because Danny was the one that came up with that name. I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. I mean, I'm just there to be there, have
dude,
some ice
Danny
cream.
was so dedicated that he tattooed overdue on his leg. I'm like, dude, I was like, you did not just do that.
Yeah, I mean, he's known Pat up in Cali for a hot minute. So, I mean, I guess, that's a permanent tattoo. I don't know if I could do that.
Oh, but so Pat is the one who founded it? Or?
Overdue is ran by Pat up in Cali.
Oh, okay. But why so far? If it's like, are you guys more over here in North Carolina, or is more you car group over there?
So the car group is here, but Danny wanted to start a chapter here for us North Carolina boys.
Chapter?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't even know how to describe it too. So it's like, I guess for a chapter, as in like, so there's different states that there is a overdue Austin. Basically, every state has a different like group.
Is that like it for like every car group or no?
I don't know, depending how big your name is in the car scene. Yeah, like I think there was. So back then, I was in a group with Slam Enough. There used to be a Slam Enough chapter here. I don't know if it's still out there or not, but I know somebody that out there that ran Slam Enough Charlotte.
Do you have to have like a certain type of car, a certain type of popularity, like to join certain groups, or is it just kind of like a invite based thing?
Invite based, because I got invited because of Danny. Because without Danny, I wouldn't met the same people I met a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. Which one are like the most notorious groups in like North Carolina or like in, I guess, over the state? Since you're saying like you guys are split up by like states or chapters, which ones is kind of like the...
Wait, can you say that again?
which are like the most notorious groups, or kind of like
the standout ones?
The standout ones.
Oh, so the most standout groups I'm seeing right now is Team Tensei and Team RPM. Those are my two my boys to go to.
Team Tensei?
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds nice.
Team Tensei, they're the one that they just went to Clean Exhibition this past weekend over at Cabarrus County with Clean Exhibition. They have Evo, Supras, NSX. They have a bunch of JDM cars in the group. They have over 20 people.
And all like really nice cars.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like, so like Team Tensei would be kind of like, I guess, categorized as like a JDM car group, right?
Yeah, pretty much. They're based out in Hickory. I've known them for a hot minute too.
And what about the other group that you said?
Team RPM. I've known them for a minute too, but I forgot where they were based out of. I don't remember if they're out of Raleigh or between Winston or Greensboro. I can't remember. I haven't seen them in a while. The last time I saw them was this past summer.
How do you rank though, like car group popularities? Is it like based off like just what the car community thinks, or kind of like
followers?
Or kind of like followers, yeah.
Follower based on, or like how known are the groups are. That's pretty much it.
Like, or kind of how known the cars are, or how expensive they are, how decked out they are. Is it based off that, or just
how the group is with their cars? Like, there's always, so Team Tensei, they go like, so their motto is unique as an individual but strong as a team.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. So like everybody builds their car in a unique own way. That's how my car is. Nobody, I haven't seen this. Nobody in Charlotte has a Millennium J that's 1,000 on air with work wheels yet.
But how do you get the inspiration of like color and everything? Is it just like your own creativity, or is it like you kind of base it off what you've seen before?
I based off what I've seen before, and nobody has ever done it. Cause my car, nobody, at least on the East Coast, nobody runs a charge speed from bumper with Millennium J wide body paint job. There's a wrap, but the wrap isn't as good as paint, in my opinion. I'll paint my car any day.
Over wrapping?
Yeah.
Dude, I did think about wrapping, but I'm like, I think about how it would come out whenever I wash it. I'm like, it wouldn't come out shiny, so.
No, there's a company called Enzotech and whatchamacallit, 3M and Avery. They do make good, depending on what, if you know people, you can ask around what quality they like. So I know my boy Johnny Palomino, he wraps cars for a living, and my boy Brandon Overdue, he wraps cars for a living. So they usually wrap cars with Enzotech vinyl wrap. So.
And can you put like any type of image, or is it like only a certain color set that you can do?
No. Like, so like with different, like with their vinyl wrap, you can customize vinyl wrapping too. And
then like so whenever I wash it, it wouldn't come out like.
If the job is done right, your wrap shouldn't be falling apart.
Yeah. And it's not gonna look like paper on top of like a
no, car. It doesn't. So because my car outside is my BRZ is liquid wrapped, so it's like paint with a clear coat, and you can peel that bitch off.
But obviously the one that you were mentioning is a little bit more expensive than the like just basic wrap, right?
I guess so, because I haven't had any cars that are vinyl wrapped yet, so I wouldn't know too much info about it. But I know people that wrap cars though.
So liquid wrap is just kind of like a spray on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that the most expensive one, or is that kind
of
like
I have no idea, because I bought the car like that.
Oh, okay. You bought it from someone then?
Yeah, I bought it from a dealership. So Evan Shanks, the first owner, which was Evan Shanks, he's a YouTuber too, and he gave the car away. So the second owner, I guess he sold it for the car for the money that he needed, I guess. And I found it I was just looking because I had sold my C5 Vet. And I found it on cars.com, and I was like, yo, I got to go check this shit out.
You went that same day?
No, I went like the following week. I put a deposit down for it.
You were like, yeah, I got to get this.
Yeah, and then I got my hotel the following week. Yeah, the following week. I think it was the same week too. Literally, so I sold my Vet Tuesday. I picked the car up on Saturday.
Damn.
You move fast then.
Yeah.
Dude, why don't you guys... I don't know. I'm kind of like still thinking about the rankings on like how you rank it. Like, why don't you guys race against each other? Or that's just not a thing?
That's not a thing because some people, they don't race either because Team 10 said what I've known them for a minute is they build their cars to be for their own. They don't give a shit who they build their cars for. If they got money, they're going to put money into it.
Oh, so it's kind of like you're not trying to impress a guy with a Mustang 5.0 that he got out of the delership and race him.
You build your cars for your own taste.
Oh, okay,
okay. But that's how I am too, because I built my cars. My cars are just built for style and looks nice and sounds good. Yeah, I could build a car to look nice and sound nice, but with me, it's about style. Yeah, I care about speed, but the last time I did that shit is when I fucking towed my car into a wall when I was drunk. That shit was slow though. Don't get me wrong. My C5 Vet was fast. It wasn't. I guess it wasn't called fast, but it had speed.
No, and even with racing, I think it's also like it would become dangerous.
It could be dangerous at times if you never know how the situations might go down the track.
No, and especially because you guys, like, let's say, like, Team Tensei Race and stuff like that, they got fast cars. It's not like they got, like, just any type of cars.
They all got JDM cars in that bitch.
Yeah, so they would take off. I'm just saying because I'm like, here in Charlotte, you know how kind of the car scene has
gotten shittier day by day.
But it's also because, like, so many Chargers, so many SRTs, like... so many Mustangs.
And then they're all doing it basically for clout, in my opinion.
You think?
They show no personality in the car.
Yeah.
Oh, so like you would say that's a difference, right? And like...
Yeah, so with us enthusiasts versus them clout kids trying to take over, these new kids trying to get into car shit, they don't have a space to be dumb. So they just do it in the middle of a takeover, like on 77 or... also the recent one was at the Hall of Fame of NASCAR.
They did a takeover.
Oh yeah,
there?
they did, right?
Yeah, that's when I saw the white guy on the news. He was like, I heard tires were.
Wait, while they were broadcasting the news, somebody was burning tires?
Yeah.
So what'd they do in that takeover?
Bro, they was being reckless.
They like closed off the street and were doing donuts.
Yeah,
right?
at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like right in front of it.
So is it the same group all the time, or is it like just like copycats mimicking what they see other people doing with their cars?
Bro, I don't know. I don't pay attention to them cloud chaser kids anyway. So I was like, that to me is like out of hand. That shit, cause there's a couple people that died from takeover kids. Like literally, they'll
get hit, right?
They'll get hit.
And people posted like it's funny, and I'm like, dude, you guys are just like recording and laughing, and somebody just got hit with a car.
Yeah.
And you guys are just like laughing at it, and obviously you're not gonna feel it right there. I think kind of like you're embarrassed and adrenaline, but it's kind of like you injured a guy. Come on.
Yeah, I saw this recent one, a C8 Vet. Then turning off traction control, but he bent his wheel. I've seen all over Instagram too.
Damn.
I guess it's probably a rental though. They don't let him turn off traction control.
and even I think I saw one, I don't know how long it was ago, whenever people would these Chargers just lined up and closed off 77, and then they would like race.
That shit gets out of hand. I don't pay attention to anybody like that.
But after that, it's like it's like a whole bunch of car groups got also affected though. Like they didn't like CMPD start picking up cars and everything.
They impounded 17 cars too, and then the one my friend got
recently, or like
this was recent too. It was like a couple weeks ago, and then a while ago. I don't know if y'all saw the news, but like it was over 30 cars that got impounded a couple years, like I think like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was it because they just started showing like they were there right at the car meets. And,
Yeah,
like, they would like tag the cars, I think, and
Yeah.
then they would go look for them, right?
yeah, at Westinghouse.
Yeah.
So like my friend was one of them. So he didn't get his super back until like a year and a half, almost 2 years later.
How long
Like,
they impound it for then?
Like I don't know how long, but during the time frame, a couple of my friends got their cars impounded. But then my friend Corey, he didn't get his car back until later. He spent hella money to get his car back.
Did they give you a reason why they impound it? Yeah, like why they keep it for so long? Or
No, they don't
they're
tell you shit, bro.
They're just like, oh, we're gonna take your car this way, you can get it back.
Yeah, so they'll try to push it back, then they try to put us charges on you and shit.
But for what? I mean, like, kind of like...
Because you're spectating at the meet. They'll press charges because you're affiliated, you know?
Yeah, damn. Just because you're watching.
Yeah, you're watching.
But then that's the result of, like, a whole bunch of, like, I guess, kids, like, clout chasing kids, like, wanting to, like, race or do donuts and, like, everywhere, right?
Yeah, that's why, because they want to be so big and known in this car scene, but they can't be really a part of it because they keep doing that shit.
So you would say it's kind of like be real with yourself and then kind of like do the same with your car, but not to where like you're affecting
the car scene.
Yeah, affecting the car scene. Because I mean, from what I hear, it's kind of like it's all about style. It's all about like reputation. It's all about kind of like the money and the hard work that goes behind it. Because obviously, it's like
it's time consuming. All this car shit is time consuming.
It's expensive. Like there's craft that goes into like your car, so therefore then that's how you kind of start getting affiliated with your car groups and stuff like that. I'm starting to kind of get it.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't get it before. I'm like, what's the difference then between like a car group and like all these people like doing donuts and like races and stuff like that?
Just don't rice out your car. Calling out about one of my friends because he got butt hurt.
What does that mean to you to rice out your car?
Just make it look like shit. Because
is that a term used in like the car?
Yeah, so there is a term used called riced out because you buy your parts from AutoZone. You put the fake vents in your car. That's what I mean by riced out.
Hey man, don't make fun of my carpets that I put. I like them.
Yeah, because one of my friends I went to high school with, he walked up to me. I was semi-known at the time. Yeah. He was like, "Yo, hey Khenny, can you come help me rice out my car?" What I did was I walked the other way and never looked back.
So then how do you go about it then, styling your car?
So now with me is all about style because I like to be unique. So I like to be like different. So nowadays, like I don't give a shit what anybody got to say about my car. I really don't. It used to have made an influence on me back then, but now it's like I know as an individual I'm unique. I create my masterpiece with my mind and then envision it and then do it.
So like you're the artist and you're just painting the picture like with your car, you would say.
Yeah, I have somebody doing the actual work for me, like body work. I can't do body work, so I have somebody else doing that shit.
Yeah, I was about to ask you. I was like, oh, then like, what do you do to not become like a right? What was the term? Right? So,
Rice.
Oh, rice.
Rice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They say like a ricer, right?
Yeah, ricer, like from Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
You know? Like my car has underglow. Shit, it's cool and all, but I don't use it all the time. Only at nighttime.
Yeah.
Bruh,
is underglow illegal?
No, underglow is legal.
It is legal?
Yeah.
Oh,
as long as you do not use red and blue.
Red and blue.
All the other colors, yeah.
Even for the tail light, can you change the color of the tail light? Because I see some people kind of have, the rainbow colored tail lights and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fine as long as it's not on your front. Cause I had on my 2017 IS, I had red daytime DRLs. I just put a tint film over it.
In the front or in the back?
On the front.
Okay.
And then the cop, he's like, "Yo, you're supposed to only use the." He didn't give me a ticket, but he's like, the red is only meant for the back, not for the front. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a safety hazard, I guess, but I haven't had a problem.
True.
Until I wrecked it.
Because I'm like, how do people get away with all these colors? Like, they put some like rainbow front lights and then like also rainbow tail lights. Like,
I mean, rainbows. I mean, depending where you put it on the car, as long as you don't like it's bright as hell to the point where you're interfering with other drivers around you.
Huh?
Because I had blue fog lights, not fog lights, puddle lights on my IS, and I used them. And I almost got pulled over, but the cop said just don't use. I did get pulled over. I got pulled over in South Carolina, but he gave me. He said I can turn them off. And he's like, yeah, don't use them.
Damn.
So I ripped that fuck out of it because they were broken anyway.
That's crazy. So don't become a ricer, boys.
Yeah, don't become a ricer, guys.
That term is just so funny.
Otherwise, I'm gonna come and clown at your ass.
Bro, oh my god.
What's the fastest you've gotten in the Supra?
That like 180. I was pushing it.
Damn, that's crazy.
The fastest I've hit, so back then I used to have ISF. I pushed 190, 192 to be exact. I was on a long strip coming from Kings Mountain, so there's this long strip. I had my mom in the car too. She didn't know what was going on. I was just pushing that shit.
She wasn't scared?
Nah, she wasn't scared. She didn't know what was going on.
She was just like, I'm here in the driver's seat.
I'm just in the passenger seat.
Dude, how much, like, speaking back, like, how you crashed your Lexus, how fast are you going, man?
Oh, I really don't want to dive into it, but because it might affect with my lawyer, but shit. I'll tell y'all anyway. I've hit my dumb ass. So
it's still work. It's a pending case.
No, that's just closed case.
Okay.
Man, we're good.
So when I wrecked my IS, I was doing 120. I was drunk off of my ass. At the time I hanged up my phone. I just got off the phone with my ex.
Where were you drinking?
I was drinking a lot of shit.
Where?
At my friend's house.
Oh, were you mixing?
Yeah, I was mixing. Vodka with beer.
Man.
They have that little funnel.
Yeah,
dude, you were doing that. That's like, I think that's like just like if you want to do that, you're gonna end up throwing up at night. Like,
I didn't throw up. That was surprising. I was surprised, bro.
Yo, that thing goes down super fast.
Yeah, it does. Like
you just let it go in.
Yeah, that's like shotgunning a beer. Like, shotgunning a Modelo too.
Oh no!
Like I was doing that back. I was doing that left and right back when I was younger.
Damn.
Like when I say I could drink, I could drink.
So you weren't like a lightweight or passed out? Like,
nah, I was never. There was no such thing as a lightweight for me.
Dude, heck no. So what? You were just like drink.
So at this, so when I was drinking with my ex's brother at the time, when I was with my ex, I would drink with her brother. We'll start from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. Both of us, we were trying to see who would pass out. We were still drinking at 6 a.m., bro. Shit was ridiculous.
I'm a Mexican. I could beat your record.
We're gonna have to find out,
dude. We drink from 7 p.m. all the way until 1 to 2 p.m. the next day. So we're talking about like that's
this nonstop? Like this is what, bathroom breaks and eating?
No. This I'm talking about. Like
constant drinking.
It was, how many tequila bottles did we buy? We bought I think we bought 20 tequila Patron bottles. It was like 30 Buchanan bottles of like the 12 years, and it was like 10 of the 18 years. Literally, the party was so big and so lit. All those bottles were like gone by almost like 12 p.m. Like,
damn.
It was like, dude, when I tell you that us as a culture, I think like us Mexicans, I think we were born different, like with a different type of liver.
Yeah, for real. Us Asians too. But I cut back on so much drinking. I don't drink as much as how I used to, because you're an adult now. You gotta be responsible. Going
back to when like you crashed. So did you get into your car out of pettiness, or what kind of like?
Bro, I don't know what the fuck.
Did anyone try to stop you or anything? It was the alcohol. Like
that was the alcohol, bro. The alcohol was talking to me. I told my friend I was gonna go home, right?
Don't you get a lot braver whenever you're on alcohol?
Yeah, you'll be so bold to do anything when you're on alcohol. I swear. Yeah. Like with me, it was like I would drink. I would not give a fuck about anything. I would do anything.
Anything that crosses your mind, you're like, yeah.
Like if I want
get into it.
if I want to get crossfaded, I'll do it. I smoked weed and then got drunk off of my ass. That shit was fun.
I remember the first time. It was terrible. I couldn't keep my head up. I kept like leaning forward and like I would be like, oh.
Bro, with me smoking weed is the munchies, bro.
Really?
Like when I was younger, bro, I would spend like over like close to $200 worth of food every time I smoked weed. It was good weed too.
Damn, you would be smashing
Snacking, bro.
Dang. But what, like on snacks or like on actual food?
Actual food with like junk food too. On top of that, like Krispy Kreme up in Salisbury. I remember I was hanging out with one of my old buddies back then. I was young. I was like 16 at the time, 16 or 17. I'll go to work shells. Fuck. If I'm working in the kitchen, I'm so quiet, bro.
You're gonna be like,
He's like, gotta focus.
Gotta focus.
and then you just flip a piece of chicken into your mouth.
Yeah, some shit. And then it didn't burn my mouth or anything. That shit was stupid.
Going back though to like whenever you crashed that night, so you don't remember anything that night, like you were just like blacked out driving, or what happened like there?
So basically what had happened was I was driving around. I just got the phone and then
You were drinking.
I was obviously drunk off of my ass.
You were drinking and drinking though.
Yo,
you were missing your ex.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drink.
Yeah, don't drink and drink. Yeah. And basically what happened was I just got off the phone with her. I closed my eyes for 1 second. I was like this. Yeah. And then the next thing I knew is I woke up. I saw the bridge. It was too late. So I yanked the steering wheel to the right. And my car stopped right where it laid in the middle of the bridge. Like underneath. Like so where Lawyers Road. So they have so the bridge is on top of me. The three concrete things, I don't know how you want to call it.
The pillars, yeah.
Yeah, the pillars. And my car landed in the middle.
Like you flew off of it and like went kind of down?
No, so the bridge, so you know how you go on 45 from Ottawa, or like before you go to Ottawa Road? My car, I wrecked, so this is like this turn.
Ooh, I know exactly. Was it like close to some dealerships?
No, this was no dealerships. This is off like on 45 going towards Lawyers Road, like Matthews area.
Oh no, then I'm confused. But
so basically I was hitting I knew I was hitting 120 because going up, because I was like, I'm gonna hit 120 anyway, fuck it. And then I just got off the phone with her, and then the next thing I knew was I literally turned. I yanked when I hit the bridge or the pillars, I yanked my steering wheel to the right. That's why it didn't hit my body first. So it hit the back, because it was I'd rather have it hit it in the rear versus me. Otherwise, I'll be dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the picture I have was like, so I showed y'all was this picture. Wait, no, where is it? This picture right here.
Dude, your car is gone.
Gone. The tire fell off the wheel, cracked the OEM wheels too, destroyed my.
The tires flew off the wheel.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Destroyed the front bumper. Everything was destroyed. The only part savable was my rear spoiler.
Dude, how'd that change you though? Because I feel like it's just, I guess it's like, kids don't drink and drive.
Just don't drink and drive.
It's really dangerous. I feel like it's so like, obviously I feel like on alcohol though, even like me as a friend, it's really hard to stop people who kind of want to do those type of things. It's like, but at the same time, I'm gonna be the type of bigger person to try to stop them. But sometimes it's just impossible. Like, did anyone try to stop you? Like
at that time, no, because I was already in the car. I told myself I was gonna go home and sleep, bro. The alcohol's like, yo, just go for a drive and you'll be alright. Because I was like, I don't want to get like, I don't know if this might affect me later, but I was like, I was driving and like I would be drinking too. Like I just come home from a party drunk off of my ass, and I was like, yo, I'm not gonna get caught because I'm a good drunk driver. You know, you always tell your younger self like, yo,
that's the biggest lie you can tell yourself.
Yeah,
until something happens to you.
Yes, bro, and that's exactly what happened. So I was like, now if I do drink, I have one drink. That's about it.
Yeah.
Before I drive.
Yeah.
Or sober up.
Yeah, or sober up, or get a ride.
Yeah, or get a ride. Hitch a ride with Uber or call one of your friends.
That's like a lot better. So, you wanna?
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're about to wrap it up. Is there anything you'd like to say before we go?
No, I'm good.
All right. Hey, go check out his restaurant.
Check me out on Instagram too at Khenny Baller with the H.
Yes, sir. He might take you a ride in the Supra.
Maybe after I get my clutch fixed.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching.
Peace.